Sonic Origins, the game that redefined controversy within a generation.
You know, a lot of people have their thoughts on the game, but I like it just because the animations are good. It also gives me a new way to play Sonic 2, which is my favorite out of the four. And it gives me a chance to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles legitly without playing emulators online. Along with these features comes a new game mode. This is known as the Boss Rush mode, a way to fight every boss in Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So I stand here today to rate which character is better in which boss rush. Alright, Sonic 1's boss rush is short, only consisting of 6 bosses. The Egg Wrecker, the Egg Scorcher Mark 1, the Egg Stinger, the Egg Mobile, aka the Labyrinth Zone Speed Climb, the Egg Spiker, and the Egg Crusher. The competitors in this boss rush are, of course, the Blue Blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog, the two-tailed hacker, Miles Tails Prower, and the gullible guy with the anger issues, Knuckles the Echidna. So how this is gonna work is, Sonic will be our control for these tests, considering his mechanics are how you're supposed to play the game. Then we will build around that using Tails and Knuckles. Got that? Alright, let's get this started! Starting things off in the one, the only, and the fan favorite Green Hill Zone, our competitors will have to face the Egg Wrecker, which is the Eggmobile with a swinging ball attached to it. For Sonic, the typical playthrough is to jump onto these platforms and hit the Eggmobile in a way that he doesn't hit or land on the swinging ball attached to it. A strategy I've come up with is when the Egg Wrecker is swinging about halfway to hit the Eggmobile and hold towards the direction the ball is swinging from, so that when it swings, it'll already be on the other side by the time you land. This will give you the chance to rush to the other platform and hit the Eggmobile again. The only thing is, eventually the ball will catch up to you, in which you're going to have to jump over the ball in order to reset the pattern. With Tails, it's a little broken, because these games were made for Sonic, and I'm pretty sure back then there wasn't a Tails option to play. So, when playing this particular game, especially in the boss rush, all of the Eggmobiles seem to be in some sort of aerial position, a way that Sonic can't hit him repetitively. But Tails is known to fly, therefore, you can cheat the system. With Knuckles, it's a different story, because Knuckles can't jump as high as Tails and even Sonic, leaving him to have a much more strategy. With Green Hill Zone, I find it much easier to, as soon as you hit him, glide to the other platform. This keeps you away from the ball, and makes it much faster to get to the other platform to hit him again. Much faster. So my rating? Tails wins this one just because of how broken he is. So let's see what happens in Marble Zone. In Marble Zone, our competitors will have to face the Egg Scorcher Mark 1. In this level, Sonic has to maneuver between two platforms with a lava moat in the middle, while Eggman shoots a flamethrower at him, temporarily disabling one of the platforms Sonic can stand on. In this level, Sonic's game plan would be to hit the Eggmobile as he flies across to the other platform. When he hits him, it temporarily knocks back the Eggmobile, giving him more time to jump across or hit him again. So, I guess the plan would be to hit him as many times as you can. So, the best way to do it is to hit him once while he's towards the middle, a second when he just gets to the next platform, and a third time while he prepares to shoot the flame, in which you jump over. With Tails, it's the same thing. He's pretty broken So you just gotta follow the pattern. But the thing with Tails is you gotta stay below the top side of the Eggmobile or else you will die or get hurt. With Knuckles, it's almost the same story. He can't jump as high, giving you less opportunities to hit him. So you gotta really take advantage of that knockback when he does hit him. It is possible to get a 3-hit maneuver on Eggman as with Sonic, but Knuckles isn't as maneuverable. So my rating, it goes to Tails once again because of how broken he is, and you can just follow the flight pattern. That's it from Marble Zone. We'll see you in Spring Yard. Spring Yard! In this zone, our competitors will have to face the Egg Stinger, which is the Eggmobile if it was a bee. The Egg Stinger comes down and breaks a block from the floor, limiting the amount of platform Sonic and the gang has to stand on. So you'd want to be careful with that. The way this works is every time Eggman hits a wall, his stinger resets. So the game plan is when he first comes out, have him break the size of the walls going in. And as he comes down, hit him as he's coming down, hit him while he's down, and hit him as he goes back up. That's Sonic's game plan. With Tails, you just gotta wait for him to break a block, and then he's literally immobile for a majority until he hits the next wall, in which you can hit him multiple times. I think you can get it even before he resets. With Knuckles, it's the same thing as Sonic, because you can't climb the walls and hit him, so you gotta just do the same thing as Sonic. Hit him as he's coming down, hit him as he's down, hit him as he goes back up. Meaning Tails is once again the winner of this zone. Congrats, Tails. Here we are with Labyrinth Zone. This zone personally makes me super tired, and I don't appreciate it whatsoever. Because this zone, you're not even fighting Eggman, you're climbing the walls with all the traps inside Labyrinth Zone. So you got this shooter thing, you got the spikes in the walls, and you gotta make sure you do all of this before the water catches up to you, or else it's gonna be a lot harder. So it's a speed run. Sonic's maneuver in this, all you gotta do is understand the timing and the way the traps work. I don't necessarily have any tips because it's pretty much all the same routes. Here's a tip. These shooters, once you see them in your screen, it will take a decent amount of time for them to finally shoot. So your best bet is to run immediately there and then out of there. There's a section where you're going to get stuck between one of these shooters and a spike. You have enough space to do a tiny jump so you don't get hit by either. And you're golden. With Tails, you can pretty much fly through it as long as you understand where the traps are, like where the spikes are. There's these gaps in between these spikes against the far left wall and the right wall, so you should be able to fly through there without having to go through much traps. With Knuckles, you can use his glide and climb ability to quickly mount onto the ground, so you don't have to be in the air too long. You can also use the glide to get to the other sides of the walls quickly. And I guess the winner for this one has to be Knuckles, just because of the amount of speed you can get, and it just makes it so much easier. Alright, Starlight Zone is a little bit of a pain to me just because of the seesaws, but let's do this. In Starlight Zone, you have to face the Egg Spiker. So, like I said, the seesaws. You gotta hit the seesaws and either have the bomb hit him, or hit him yourself using the bombs to bounce yourself up. It's pretty painful. And the funny thing is, even though Sonic's game plan would be to hit the seesaw so the bomb goes around and then he can launch himself up, Tails' game plan is actually the very same, because the Eggmobile, while having its patterns, sometimes you get caught up in the moment and you hit him at the same time he tries dropping a bomb, which leads to instant death. In fact, this level is one of the worst, such a bad level, just because it literally tames Tails out of his brokenness. With Knuckles, it's the same thing. So, really, this zone has made it a lot more difficult for me. Here's something I learned. With Sonic and Knuckles, and even Tails, I guess, with the characters, if you stay outside of this little box area, he will drop a bomb in this middle seesaw, which is good because that's the one you're typically going to get more hits out of him. So when you launch up and hit him, move away from the box, outside of the box, or even jump up in the middle of the seesaw and he'll launch a bomb in there, giving you another chance to hit him. The winner would have to be Sonic, because the game has just made it so stalemate. And here we are, the final zone, where our contestants will face the Egg Crusher. In this zone, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles will have to play the exact same game plan. There is no maneuverability. You got those tasers that come out, so you gotta spin dash away from them, and you got the Crusher, where you can only get to Eggman in certain spots. Flying will not hit Eggman, and gliding is not the best choice to maneuver around. So, your best bet is to play along. Honestly, I enjoy this zone's music so much, and the ability to win this zone has always been easy, especially thanks to the spin dash, which wasn't there back in, 1990, 80? Give me a second. Sonic came out in... Give me a second. Sonic came out in... 1991. That wasn't off. Alright. This goes to Sonic because he's the control. But calculating everything up, this means that Tails has won, 3... Yeah, 3 out of 6. It's been a good race, everyone. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching and enjoying this race and everything. It's been fun commentating this. This has all been improv on the spot. Only the beginning part was scripted. I don't have much to say. I'm just waiting for the music to end. Ooh, so there's this part when I was recording the captures on my Xbox. There was this part where in between the Spring Yard Zone for Knuckles and the Labyrinth Zone for Knuckles, it ended up syncing somehow. So here, you can listen to that as the outro. Thank you all for joining. Goodbye.